Mark Malone.
Looks like the left lower leg of Greg Lloyd, and when they put the air cast on and bring the cart out, that is nothing but a bad sign and bad news indeed.
Here's the blitz. He's hit it, sacked back at the 1-yard line. Coming in there was Chad Brown.
Chad Brown finished the season with 13 sacks, tied for second in the AFC. Flourishing in the outside linebacker role vacated by Greg Lloyd. But toiling inside with little fanfare is Levon Kirkland, helping to create opportunities for Brown.
Sometimes on sacks I come completely free, and how can I take credit for that? I'm unblocked. I should make that sack. You know, those guys are doing their job, which enabled me to get some of the glory I'm getting.
Getting in front behind is a Steeler big man, and the big man comes no bigger than Chad Brown.
Do you ever wish that you were in that position?
No, because I like it inside. I mean, you might not get the sacks, you might not get the pub, but you get a lot of action. You have a lot of responsibilities, and I like that. Even when him and I were playing inside linebacker, you know, on certain blitzes, he would be the first one to go, and he would take up the guard, and I would come free. And I would offer to Levon, I'll go first. He said, no, you do your thing. Your job is to get to the quarterback, and he was fine with that.
2 men were needed to fill the void left by Greg Lloyd. With Brown assuming the pass-rushing responsibilities, someone still had to take care of Lloyd's coverage role in nickel situations. That someone was Levon Kirkland.
I don't think there was really any hesitation when Greg went down that who the guy would be.
I know that a lot of people were kind of nervous having me in the middle, isolated, you know, isolated by myself, having to cover guys.
Now with 4 interceptions this season and 1 already in the playoffs, Kirkland has established himself as one of the best cover linebackers in the NFL, even at 265 pounds.
I like my chances with Levon Kirkland against anybody.
I don't know how he does that 265. It's amazing.
If you didn't weigh him on a weekly basis, you would not guess that this guy is 265 pounds, and because he's very light on his feet.
But it's never been Kirkland's feet that have been in question.
See, Levon really, he must be doing something in the off-season, you know, behind the scenes, because when he first got here, he couldn't catch a lick.
I was a tight end in high school, and I always, in camp, catch the ball.
He told us today he could always catch.
Well, somewhere along the way, he forgot, but I think he's found it again.
He's going to loft one this time, and it's intercepted by Levon Kirkland over the shoulder.
I didn't think I would catch the ball. I thought I was beat, actually, but he kind of underthrew it, and I just looked up, and it was in my hand, and I just kind of grabbed it, like, wow, I made that catch. Levon and I were supposed to cover that tight end together, and I turned to stop, and I saw Levon running with him man-to-man. I just hoped he made the play, and he made a fantastic play on the ball.
You know, Chad kind of hung him out to dry on that coverage, and so he was congratulated by Chad first.
I tell him, you know, I deserve credit for some of that accolades you're getting now.
They've both earned Pro Bowl accolades, together leading a Steelers defense ranked 2nd in the NFL.
I'm more of a big physical guy. He's more of the, you know, the slick guy. We used to call ourselves a tag team because we'd probably make a real good tag team.
If you were a tag team, what would you be called?
Let's see, maybe Power and Glory, something like that. I'm the power, he always getting all the glory.
Well, they both got the glory this year because they're both going to the Pro Bowl. By the way, the 27 years they've had an AFC, NFC Pro Bowl, 24 years at least one Steeler has been named. A Steeler linebacker, pretty impressive. Well, Tommy, main matchup here, that blitz against Drew Bledsoe. How do you think he'll do?
Well, as Joe said, I think that Drew Bledsoe has to be very decisive with the football today. Teams that are familiar with the Pittsburgh Steelers and deliver the ball on time, the Ravens, the Bengals, I think have a chance to have success against this ball club. We take a look here at the Ravens. You're going to see Vinny Testaverde get back quickly in his drop. He delivers the ball against that zone blitz. If you can find some open space between receiver and defender, you have a chance not only to catch the ball, but you have a chance to make yardage afterwards. Now, much of that time that he's looking for, and I'm talking about Drew Bledsoe, is going to be dependent on Bruce Armstrong against Chad Brown. They do not want him, as Chad Brown said, coming free to the quarterback.
You know, also about Drew Bledsoe and getting rid of the football regarding the blitz, he's thrown 8 touchdown passes and only 1 interception against the blitz, so he gets the ball out quickly. But the matchup that I look for on Pittsburgh's side, and that is to move Rod Woodson inside in the slot. They play against the run and shoot. Remember when it used to be a good offense? That's what Pittsburgh made its living on, by moving Rod Woodson inside. He can cover the run inside very well. He can cover an inside receiver, and he can also blitz the quarterback. And that's his strength, I think, going inside and now being able to possibly shut down Terry Glenn.
He's also the key to that zone blitz because he's the guy mostly that's in charge of blitzing the quarterback, although they try and give you a change with Carnell Lake. But I think another thing you have to look for is the fact that these teams, the New England Patriots, they are a zone blitz. They can handle the zone blitz because of their scheme. Their zone scheme. They don't chase people. So as long as Drew Bledsoe can get back, get rid of the football, allow the skill guys an opportunity to catch it and make yards after the catch, keep their feet on the ground, because in this protection, he's going to have an opportunity to pick up the blitz, get rid of the football, and also if Dave Meggett, when they spread the field, is the back. And you heard Bill Parcells earlier. Excellent blocker versus the blitz.
Well, I think Byers becomes a big player. He might be in the two-back, a big blocker. He might be a second tight end, and certainly on the blitz, he's a safety valve. But remember the Colts game last week, Sterling? 3rd and long, 4 wides, plays into Pittsburgh's hands. New England has to avoid the scenario.